Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about AMC. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. Today we're going to be doing a video about AMC stock, where I personally think AMC stock is going to be headed this week. Are we going to get a squeeze this week? I hope to answer all those questions for you guys by the end of the video. But before I start the video, I just want everybody to know that everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. So with that being said, let's get started with the video. So let's take a look at AMC. Obviously, everyone's been keeping up with the whole AMC kind of traction. What's kind of been going on with AMC? It's been very volatile the last couple of trading sessions. Going back to the 1 week chart here, we see that it's up 108.62% on the week, which is pretty good. Like I said, started out the week at $13 and hitting a high of I believe of $35.29, which is pretty good. It was not enough to force out a squeeze, which for me actually shocked me a lot. I think the hedge funds are definitely, they're definitely played the game before. They probably don't want the same thing to happen with GameStop, but the way it's been looking and the price action we've been seeing, I do expect AMC stock to go up a lot more this week. Taking a look at the 1 month chart, up 154%, and taking a look at the 3 month chart, it is up 189.39%. In the last trading session, we can definitely see started up really high, up 31%, and then it kind of just slowly crashed. I think generally speaking, a lot of like GameStop and all these other stocks, they generally follow the same trend. So if GameStop starts to not do well or whatever, other stocks will continue to follow as well. But with AMC, like I said, it's been getting a lot of media attention. People kind of wondering, is AMC stock going to go through a short squeeze? Me personally, I've said this time and time again, I do think that we are eventually going to see a squeeze out of AMC. It's kind of hard to tell when it's going to happen. It's kind of, you can never really time the market into regards of AMC is going to squeeze on June 5th at 11 a.m. There's no physical way for people to do it, but I am expecting a lot of upward movement from AMC stock this week. I could see AMC stock going up to $50 this week. I know it's bold, but the way the price action's been looking, a lot of media, we have a lot of FOMO. Some shorts eventually do have to start covering their position, but I do know that it's going to be a big week for AMC stock. So I'm kind of excited to see how the trading session kind of plays out. Obviously, like I said, in the last trading session, it did not do too well, but the fact that AMC has been getting a lot more media attention, the fact that a lot more people are talking about it, the fact that, it's now being raised up more and more by all these Reddits and YouTube and stuff like that, people are now starting to pay attention. And, when it comes to AMC, everyone knows, basically at this point, a squeeze is inevitable. There's no way you can kind of voice yourself around it. And it's always been public knowledge that, there's a lot of people out there who think that AMC stock is going to 1 cent. So people definitely want to short it as much as possible. They want to push it down as much as possible. And even realistically speaking, a lot of analysts do say that there's no way to justify AMC being, $25 a share. The fact that, movie services have gone down the last 10, 20 years, which to some point is true. But for me, I love going to the movie theaters. I don't think AMC will ever go out of business. That's just my personal opinion, but that we'll say to the tell. But, we've gotten a lot of information about AMC and kind of what's been happening over the last couple of months. People have been talking about, we know that there's increased short position in AMC stock. So in the months of March, April, and even May, people have been stacking up on their short positions in AMC stock. It was made public, so it's not like this is insider information. Everyone knows that there's a lot of people out there who generally think the stock is going to zero, and, that's completely okay. But back to AMC and me personally thinking about the squeeze in itself, there's people out here now who definitely want to push the squeeze out of AMC stock. It's just kind of like, Reddit traders and retail traders, they just feel like hedge funds take advantage of the market. So this is just kind of their way of payback. But even a lot of smart analysts have said, right now is not a very good time to be short on the market. I think even for me, if I were to short a stock, it would be a stock that is not so publicly media attentivized. It's not one that's always talked about or people are always kind of looking to get the squeeze out of. I think it's super risky. I think it's super dangerous. And even when it comes to shorting like stocks like, GameStop, Microvision, AMC, there's a lot of stocks out there that are being shorted. But the problem is these have so much media attention. Everyone tries to talk about it. So you have a lot of retail traders and Reddit traders and all these people who start trying to force short squeezes out of these stocks. And the fact that the knowledge is so public, for me, at least on my side, I would never want to be on the short side, especially on stocks like AMC, GameStop, and all these other stocks. It's just way too risky. And then the fact too that There's a lot of shorts who have not covered their positions yet. There's a lot of shorts right now who are still waiting to cover their position. They don't want to jump into it just yet due to the fact that they know that the same thing happened with GameStop. But at some point, if the stock price keeps going up, if it continues to go to $50, $60, $70, $80, there's no way around it. Eventually, you're going to have to cover your position. You're going to have to cover your short position. You're definitely going to have to, make it to the point where, okay, the stock is going up so high, I'm losing billions and billions of dollars. I do have to cover my short position, and that's when the squeeze actually does start to happen. But like I said, for me, I do think that we will see $50 out of AMC stock this week. If not $50, I say at least $40 to $50. I would not be shocked. Like I said, we were pretty close in the last trading session here. Hit $35.29, which is pretty good. And if we take a look at the one-year chart, we had this huge squeeze here on January 27th, 2021. I'm not talking an actual squeeze, but a huge price movement kind of jump. And we see that, in the coming weeks that this price has now surpassed. Now we're all the way up to $25.64. The fact that, a lot of brokerages aren't really like limiting trading or anything like that due to the volatility honestly made it a lot easier for AMC stock to go higher. Obviously, we all know what happened last time when, this whole squeeze thing started to happen. We see here on January 27th, we see this huge squeeze up. A lot of the brokerages then limited trading, not allowing traders to actually buy any more stock. They only allowed people to sell their positions in AMC and GameStop, which in my opinion was not right for them to do. But now that the fact, I think they kind of learned their lesson on that. I don't think they're going to be doing that ever again. I do see AMC stock hitting some pretty high price targets this week. Can we force out a squeeze in the next week? It's going to be tough to say. I'm very excited to see how the week does play out. But if we continue with this price action, if the stock continues to go up, if we continue to see, the repeated volatility in the stock price moving up, hedge funds are going to get scared and eventually they're going to have to cover their short positions, or else it's just going to get too dangerous and they're just going to be losing too much more money. But with that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. You guys let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of AMC stock. Do you guys think AMC stock will hit $50 this week? If you guys own AMC stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.